My name is Kevin Ray, and you're listening to Truckers and Others. Yo. Kevin, over here, driving a truck around in the middle of Oklahoma. Things are going great today. You know what wasn't going great was yesterday, right after I got off the pod yesterday. I mean, you couldn't have timed it any better. So I'm driving along after I do the U-turn and all that other bullshit. Things are going pretty well. And I'm driving and I'm rolling up onto a semi, a car, and then another semi behind it. And then I'm rolling up on them, but I'm not going to pass them because I know that we're coming up on a construction zone, and the signs have been saying that the left lane is closed ahead. So I'm like, all right, I ain't going to bother with passing these guys. I'm just going to stay slow and roll on behind them, I guess. You know, don't really have much of an option. The semi that's in front of me decides, right after we pass the last sign saying that the left lane is closed, and there's a big fucking blinking arrow in the left lane and cones and all this shit, he decides, I'm going to go in the left lane and I'm going to pass these fucking guys. And I'm just like, whoa, what are you doing? There's no possible way, unless you have a jetpack on that fucking truck, that you're going to be able to get enough speed to pass all of them. And even, I'm like, I slowed down because I'm waiting for either somebody to get in a wreck or him to run over some cones and shit. And yeah, he's just such a fucking dumbass. I know it's a he because I looked at him hardcore, gave him a big fucking stare as I passed him. That's later on. So he runs the car off onto the shoulder. He's trying to pass the car and get behind the semi. And runs the car off the side of the road, and the car speeds up and gets back in front of him, and he just kind of putters along right on their fucking ass. The rest of the construction zone. We get out of the construction zone. The lead semi pulls into the left lane. The car follows him into the left lane, and that dude goes into the left lane. Then I get into the left lane because I see that there's a cop up ahead. Or, well, it actually ended up being a tow truck, but I couldn't tell at the time. I just saw red and blues. So that semi gets, and then he gets back into the slow lane. And, I mean, we're still a little ways away from the cop, but I'm like, why are you in the slow lane? Why are you in the slow lane? Like, what the fuck? And I'm trying to keep my distance because I know that he's going to want to come back over to the fast lane at some point in time. Because there's a fucking tow truck and shit. This guy basically slams on his brakes and gets into the fast lane, and I fucking slam on my. I'm like, "What the fuck, you fucking dumbass!" And then he wraps it up. You know, he passes the car, passes the semi. I'm on his fucking ass end, and I just roll up right next to him. I match up cabs, and I just look out over at him. And it was a chubby African-American guy. I have no issue with him being African-American. I have an issue with him being a fucking dumb motherfucker on the road. He almost caused multiple accidents. A dumb motherfucker. He's a big dumb motherfucker. Yeah, I'm using his size in that phrase too. Okay, big dumb motherfucker. His fucking forearms were the size of my thighs, and I'm not a small guy. He's a big motherfucker. I definitely don't want to fucking get underneath him. I don't want to get, but I can run 77, bitch. You're gone, buddy. And I got the fuck out of there. But then I needed to manage my traffic skills because my exit was coming up, but I did not want him coming back up on me. I want you to stay behind me as far as fucking possible, okay? I don't need you fucking causing an accident and making me do a detour. Or stopping on the highway because you're a fucking dumbass. Should have called the police on the RAV4. Should have called the police on the fucking dry van guy. I ain't no snitch. I fucking just keep on rolling. It's in the rearview mirror now. Um, and that was really about all the excitement from yesterday. I got I got to my fuel stop. I fueled up. Even though, because my fuel gauge was back down to half. And I'm like, I know it's not half. I filled up 40 gallons. But then I actually tip-topped it off, you know. At the other truck stop, I just fucking loaded and went. Whenever it clicks off the first time, that's fine for me. I don't need any more than that right now. But whenever I got to my truck stop next to my hotel, yeah, I top it all the way off. I get it to bubble and jiggle and get all of it in there. And park my truck, and I go inside, and I order my burger, and it was just as good as it's ever been. And I get my eggs, and I started going through some more of the drinks and stuff that were there. But, dude, everything has Sinoblavin in it. It's either soda pop, which I don't want to drink, or Sinoblavin. And it's like, because all those energy drinks and all that bullshit that says, we got vitamin B in it. And they think that that's what everybody wants, and that's what everybody does want. They want vitamin B. They want vitamin B12. That's healthy. Let's drink it. It's got Sinoblavin. It's all Sinoblavin. Okay? I don't know. I was looking for one that did not have Sinoblavin in it, and I was going to buy it. Now, I didn't look at every single fucking thing there, and trying to do research on that is actually kind of hard. Well, just with Google, you know, type in the correct B12 that you want and search drinks, but then when you go into those and you look at the pictures, they all still have Sinoblavin in it. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Can I please find a drink that doesn't have Sinoblavin in it? Man, I gotta get on Reddit or fucking Facebook groups and shit just to find shit that doesn't have Sinoblavin in it. Now, even though it's got Sinoblavin in it, it's not really scary. I'm just choosing not to today. That's what it was. But low levels, I think, is okay. You're not really going to get any benefit from a B12 at that low level. And so that means it's a very low level of Sinoblavin. But you shouldn't ever have Sinoblavin in anything. So it's kind of hard to figure out what the fuck you're going to drink. Really annoyed me. So I grabbed a fucking half and half twisted tea, or peace tea. And I read the ingredients on that. It's got a lot of sugar, but you know what? I think sugar's more okay than Sinoblavin. So I went ahead and I just drank sweet tea. I could have drank water, but the tap water out here, and that's another thing is tap water. Tap water technically isn't all that great either, but it just tastes weird out here. I mean, I still will drink tap water, even though a lot of people tell you don't ever drink tap water. But I'll still drink it. I have bottled water too. I could have done that, but I don't want to be a weirdo walking in there ordering in the middle of fucking God's country, ordering a burger with no bun and drinking a bottle of water I brought in myself because I'm trying to be healthy. They're gonna fucking stomp me down. They're gonna be like, I don't know what their sports ball teams are out here, but they're gonna be like, we're gonna sports ball team you in the fucking dirt if you fucking want to be a little pansy from Kansas City. That's what I imagine they would say. So I just try to keep a low pro when I'm in there. But anyways, the burger, it was good. There was a different person making my burger this time. They lightly, I guess they knew that I was being keto or whatever, and they lightly drizzled the sauce on there, and I was like, damn it. But it was still good without the sauce, even with very, very little amount of sauce. It was still good. Then I got to the hotel and I downloaded Netflix onto my phone. and logged into that, and I started watching that baby reindeer show, because people on one person on a podcast talked about it once, and they said, dude, it's super anxiety ridden or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not really into that, but yeah, it was mentioned on a podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. Try out that baby reindeer show. I don't know. I don't really like the British accent too much. And it's a British show. And it was a skinny dude trying to be a comedian. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it's really hard to be a comedian in the first place. It's really hard to be a comedian in a TV show. Kind of. Like, to actually be up on a stage and, like, do it. I don't know. Anyway, so it's a little cringy. And then, it was just about a stalker bitch. Stalking this dude and everything. I don't know. I didn't get very far. I started the second episode, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? I'd rather watch something else. So I turned it off. Not that it was a bad show or anything. It's just, I don't know. There was a couple things I wasn't really looking for in a movie on that. So I just switched on over. I watched something else. And I don't remember what it was because I fell asleep during it. But I actually went to bed at a decent time last night. It was like 10 o'clock. Went to bed and woke up on time. Things were great. Last night, so there's usually like that little dirt road in between my hotel and another hotel that I park on. Last time I parked on it, I sunk down in the mud, and it was a struggle, and I was really worried I was going to have to call a wrecker out there because I was loaded, parked in a fucking mud hole. My mistake. My mistake. Everything looked dry. I thought it was going to be fine. But no, I found out really quickly that it was a mud hole. So I didn't want to risk pulling into the mud hole again, even though I don't think they've had any rain out here since I've been out there last. But I was like, yeah, just the dirt is not good to park in today. So I park in the other hotel, and dude, the other hotel, it's got a big open, well, not big, but they got an open gravel lot for truckers to park. And the same person that owns all three hotels. So every time I've asked, hey, can I park there? They're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So I park there, but there's no rhyme or reason to how truckers park there. The first trucker parks right in the fucking middle. The other trucker parks up along the curb. And then I'm only the number 3 truck parking there, and I gotta fucking swing around and zigzag in between these motherfuckers. I'm like, can you guys fucking get a little organized over here? Because this is making it hard for anybody else that wants to park here. But I made it. I just had to do a little bit of maneuverations, and I got through and I got parked. Then I had to walk my shit over to my hotel, which, I shouldn't complain about walking because I'm still fat, okay? Even though I'm eating better, I'm still fat. So I need to do a little bit of exercise. And I've been sitting in a truck a lot lately. So a little bit of walking wasn't going to hurt me. Got the same exact hotel room I had last time I was there, which was kind of interesting, on the first floor. And that's really about it for that night. Woke up in the morning. Got up at 6:30 though. Woke up at like 6, played on my phone until 6:30. Should have got up a little earlier, but I didn't. No problems. And ate bacon. The Holiday Inn bacon, I used to talk a lot of shit about it, but for some reason it's been decent lately. So I ate a big old plate of bacon and a cheese omelet. And I grabbed they just stocked up on fruit, so I grabbed a couple of oranges the little oranges, and a banana and apple. Threw them in my cooler. Drove out to get offloaded. Didn't realize I was going to sit there. It's noon now. So, yeah, I sat there for a long time because I got there at 7:30-ish. So I sat there from 7:30 and then they finally called me around 11 to go in. And then I got offloaded, but Monday was a hectic day and I already showed up late. So I just offloaded and I left, and I didn't have them wash me out like I normally do every single time. And I was like, but I pulled from a pretty full tank, so the chance of there being solids in my tank was pretty low. Until I found out that the shit isn't coming out the fucking truck. So I had to pull vacuum on it. That wasn't really doing anything. But then I found that it was actually the valve was stuck. So I have two valves on the back end of this truck for the drain. There's an air valve that's operated by just a push or like a button lever, and then there's another one that's with a manual lever that's just another gate valve. It's got two valves to keep shit in the truck. And the air valve is a little fucked up, and it's interesting because they normally, every other tanker that I've seen like mine, that air valve has been chained open. So it doesn't matter where the lever is, it's always open. So I might have to chain this one open also because it was getting stuck. And I think that's the issue they have with them. I don't know if it's just so much weight is sitting on that valve because it's a horizontal valve. And I think there's just too much weight laying down on it, and the air doesn't have enough power to open it, I guess. I don't know. So we had to fuck around with that. We eventually got it open. I'm going to leave it open from now on. I'll just have to warn them that don't open that hand valve until you're ready, because that hand valve's the only thing keeping all this shit in the fucking truck. And the cap on the back. There's three uses of protection on there. And I drive around with a vacuum on. So if there is even a small leak, it's not going to leak out. It's got vacuum to pull on it. I'm currently behind a hay rake tractor that's on a trailer. They're going 55, so this isn't horrible. I'd like to go faster. We're going to go faster here in a little bit. Once it opens up to 4 lanes, I'm not going to even try to pass. Then I go outside and I got a bunch of emails from work. One of my job numbers was a little fucked up, so they were withholding my per diem until the job number got figured out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because this job number had changed. It's been the original number for a very long time, doing the regular hauling, but then they wanted us to clean that crystallizer tank, and then that switched. From now on, all the loads are going to be under a different job number because it's involved with the crystallizer cleaning, or crystallizer tank cleaning. So, just a little bit of confusion there. Not a bad deal. Got to go with. Everything's fine. And some family drama shit. I called my wife earlier to kind of see what she's been up to, and she's laying on all the family drama. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not even going to touch it because I don't want to get into all that. It's just a roller coaster. It's always been a roller coaster. You get on a roller coaster and you're like, why do I need a seatbelt? Like, it's a roller coaster. Oh, okay. That's just what it kind of seems like. They're like, wait, why do we need seatbelts? It's like, because it's a roller coaster. They're like, but it's not like a fast roller coaster. But like, no, it's still a roller coaster. You need a seatbelt. You could fall the fuck out. There's a lot of ups and downs throughout some of my family. Just wear your seatbelt. And your seatbelt is, don't take everything with face value. Just fucking, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Cool. Oh, shit, we're slowing down. I'm in a no passing zone. I'm in a no passing zone. I can't pass you. Alright, are you turning here? Yeah, you're turning here. Because he's got his big old hay rake bin, or whatever the fuck it's called, on the back. I can't see his taillights. I can't see his blinkers. I can't see anything. I can't see what he's doing. Alright, we're out on the open road. I need a water, that's for sure. I'm so thirsty. Alright. And yeah, we're headed home. We'll be home around 6 o'clock, 6:30 maybe. I'm going to be rolling into town right at rush hour. Perfect. Whatever, this could be a nice longer day than normal. All I really had to do was offload and drive home, and it's only a 6-hour drive. So I'm grateful that it took me 4 hours to fucking offload. It's really not like a 6-hour drive. It's like a 5.5-hour drive. So it's not bad. And I'm going to be going I-35 to I-335. Switch over in Emporia. And that's a faster route. Which the other guy that loads, he says that this is the way he takes even from the power plant. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because it may be a faster way, but it's like it takes you way out of the way. Like, you're not even headed the correct direction for a couple of hours. Which is a little ridiculous. So I go the fast way, and it's a lot of 2-lane blacktop. Doesn't bother me. Generally, sometimes it does. Some of these Walmart guys, I don't know what's up with them. I don't know if they've been getting high on their own supply or what the fuck's going on, but some of these Walmart guys drive slow as fuck, and they like to take them back roads. And it's like, I think you're lost. I don't know what you're doing, but let me get around you, and you can figure it out on your own time. Don't figure it out on my time, too. Let me go by you. Nobody's arguing here. Let me go by you. Yeah, no harm, no foul. As long as you don't fucking bump the line as I'm passing you on this 2-lane blacktop, you motherfuckers. I had one Walmart guy he seemed like he was a little upset that I passed him. And the cars behind me seemed like they were a little upset too, because whenever we got to one of them passing lanes, I said, fuck you guys, I'm going to still go slow up this hill, but you know what? I'm going faster than him. And so I passed him by the skin of my tinny teeth, or whatever the fuck they say. The skin of my skin teeth. My teeth ain't skinny, I don't know. Anyways, and there's no skin on my teeth. What are you talking about? Talking about enamel? I passed them with the enamel on my teeth. Whatever the fuck. Yeah, I barely got past him, and he did not seem happy. And I'm like, dude, you're going slow as fuck, and I'm barely passing you, and you're the one that's got the lane that's going to end soon. I promise you, once we start going downhill, I'm doing 70, bitch. And even the cars behind me that were a little upset that I was hogging the passing lane, they could all suck a dick because I was going 5 miles an hour faster than them, too. Motherfuckers. Oh, I'm going home tonight. I'm actually going to be home. You know what that means? I have to play Fortnite, or I'm going to be the worst dad ever. So the one night that I get to go home, which I'm going to be spending with my kids, I can spend it with my kids in other ways. But they want me to play Fortnite. So I'm going to keep up the good dad, and I'll play Fortnite tonight. Even though it's like, man, I've really been fucking itching to play my games. How about we play my game? But I just got to remember to take it with me tomorrow. Because tomorrow, pretty sure the only thing I'm doing is loading and headed down south. Just going to get loaded and head down south. So that means I'm going to be at my hotel early. So I'll have plenty of time to play my game if I bring my computer and all that shit. But tonight I need to make sure everything gets updated and make sure everything works. And if there's any new mods that have come out lately that I've wanted to try out, get them all downloaded. Because I don't even want to connect to the internet when I get down to them hotels. Just weirds me out. Like, these people that work at the hotel, you know, some of them got to be some weirdos that know how to do, like, computer shit. They're like, you know what's really fun? Is to go work at a hotel and, you know, everybody connects to the Wi-Fi and you can look at and see what they're doing, what websites they're on, just by knowing the Wi-Fi, you know, thing. Oh yeah, and this morning again, hold on, passing a OK dot, O dot, I don't know. It's easier to say K dot and O dot. You know, you'll know DOT officers. There's a Oklahoma dot. And it passes. Anyways, yeah, this morning I was driving in, and right after you leave the hotel, you get on these little 2-lane blacktops out in the middle of nowhere, and you're just driving around, and I see a truck pulled over on the side of the road on the opposite side, but he's like pulled over into the ditch, and then behind him I see another tanker, and they're hauling nitrogen, and he is in the ditch completely. I'm like, oh damn, buddy must have blow a tire or something. And then I pass him, and you know how like those driveways, they have those little culverts and stuff. He jumped the fucking culvert. That dude had a hell of a ride, because I saw the tire tracks, the brakes go off the highway into the mud, and you can see the tire tracks go right up the culvert roadway covering thing. And he I don't know if he jumped it or if he just slowly went over it, but he was fully in the fucking ditch. That had to have been one hell of a ride. And if he's loaded, he's lucky, dude, that kingpin held on throughout all that. Kingpins are pretty fucking tough. The trailer that I'm hauling was involved in that one accident that I was telling you about a couple episodes ago. I'm not going to tell it again. Just go back and listen to it. Well, all right, fine. You don't want to have to go back and listen to me fucking ramble on about whatever. Guy was driving, hit a box truck, pulled out in front of him on the highway. He hit a box truck at 70 miles an hour, 65, 70, maybe 75. I don't know. Let's just say it was the speed limit. He hit him at the speed limit, hit a box truck with the Tommy gate. The Tommy gate saved the box truck guy's life, and maybe even our trucker's life, because that absorbed most of the blow. It didn't let him go all the way through a fucking box truck. And he was the guy. My guy had probably a quarter tank, but it was a quarter tank of solids. They were at the bottom. They don't really move around too much. So he hit him, and he went jackknife into the fucking median. And the box truck just got a speed boost to 70 miles an hour up onto the shoulder. Really freaked that guy out. I'm like, that guy's got neck problems or back problems. I don't know. He's got some sort of problem. Maybe it's just mental. I don't know. But he got all fucked up. And then they fixed this trailer. They had to replace the whole plate that holds the kingpin. Because the kingpin was fucking sheared off. Just about. Crazy. And yeah, if our guy was loaded fully, that kingpin wouldn't have stood a chance, dude. And that whole trailer would have been through the fucking cab, and we'd have had coworker soup in the fucking driver's seat. Would not have been cool. Oh man. Why am I yawning? I'm energized. I don't know why I'm yawning. I've been energized lately. I've been eating a lot healthier. I don't know. Is it healthier? I think it's just I'm eating less bullshit. I'm eating more real shit, and that's the key. Get rid of the bullshit, guys. If you want, I promise you, it's really not that hard. Because I was always scared to do the meat eating diet. I'm like, nah, man. What if somebody makes a cake? What if I go to a birthday party? You gotta eat the cake. No, you won't even want the cake. After a while, I mean, just give it a week or two and try it out. A week or two, no bread. Try to cut out like anything that's like super sugary or whatever. I have a drink every now and again. Fuck you, I don't care. But cut out all that other processed bullshit and just eating fresh fruit and meat that hasn't been fucking super fucked with, I like a bratwurst is okay. For me, for the Kletus diet, that's okay. Bratwurst, yeah, fuck yeah. Several of them. I would probably try to, before you cook it, try to squeeze the sausage out of that fucking membrane or whatever that it's in. Because I don't like that. Whatever that clear plastic thing is over a bratwurst. Oh, that's the intestines. No. So, real ones, yeah, it might be. Not these ones. These are fucking bratwurst. These are Hillshire Farms bratwurst, or whatever the fuck it is. They ain't using fucking intestines. I don't know what the fuck they're using. It's some sort of clear plastic shit. You don't want that. Don't get that. Just peel the sausage out of there. Then just eat the sausage. You make a little sausage patty. Today I ate ham. And I dipped it in mayo and mustard. And it was actually fucking good. You wouldn't think it would be. I didn't think it was going to be good. And the ham, you can usually eat, and I think it's honey ham, so I don't think it's like the best ham ever. health-wise, but it tastes good, and you can eat that ham by itself. But I dipped it in, I squirted out a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard, and it's that sweet and spicy mustard. Mix it all together, and then just roll up the ham and dip it in there, and it was fucking good. Really good. I enjoyed it a lot. There you go with the yawns again. Anyways, I'll try to bring you back a little bit later on, see if anything happens on my route. Other than that, I'm gonna listen to Joe Rogan, Protect Our Parks number 12, because it just came out. So I'm gonna get on to that and listen to that, because I want to enjoy that. I don't want to talk to you guys. I don't want to fucking talk to you guys. I want to listen to those guys. Then I'll talk to you guys.